Hey there, it's Rose. Welcome to Storytime. We're going back to the good old days, to the golden age of youth and naivete, and being blissfully unaware of how messed up the world is now. This story goes all the way back to first grade. When I was in first grade, there's this kid in my class, we'll call him Billy. So Billy was a pretty rambunctious kid. He was always getting into trouble. I remember he would always steal the girls' pencil cases. You know, those little boxes and or bags that you would keep all your pencils and erasers and markers and crayons and school supplies inside. And if your first grade experience was anything like mine, then you know those pencil cases were a big deal. They were a symbol of status. Like, if you had one of those cute ones that was all decorated with stickers and stick-on gems and all your friends signed it with marker, you were a first grade big shot. So, of course, the girls in my class would be super mad at Billy whenever he would steal their pencil cases. Fortunately, I was never personally a victim of Billy's pencil case stealing scheme. However, I did have one rather memorable run-in with this so-called Billy. And that's the story I'm going to tell you today. One day at recess, I was playing frisbee with my friend, we'll call her Susie. Now, I had brought the frisbee that we were playing with from home, so it wasn't like one of the school-owned ones, it was actually my frisbee. While Susie and I were throwing the frisbee, some other kids came up to us and invited us to come play Foursquare with them, which just so happens to be first grade Rose's favorite recess pastime. So, of course, I said yes, Susie also said yes, and we went over to play Foursquare. I set my frisbee on the sidelines, nice and safe, or so I thought. Because by the time we finished playing, it was gone. That's right, it would seem that some other kid had ganked my frisbee. I looked around and tried to see if I could spot anyone else who may have it or was playing with it, and lo and behold, there was Billy. That's right, pencil case thief Billy. Billy had my frisbee and was tossing it around with another kid. So 6-year-old me charged over to Billy and said,
"Hey Billy, that's my frisbee."
To which Billy replied,
"No, it's not. I found it."
"Oh yeah? Well, where'd you find it?"
"I don't remember, but it's mine."
Nuh-uh, it has my name on it. See? R-O-O-Z Rose.
"Well, Susie gave it to me, so it's mine now. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers."
"No, you took it! Give me back my frisbee!"
And then Billy, pencil case thief, and now frisbee thief, Billy, 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 Billy punched me in the face. I ran away crying and found my friend Susie.
"Susie, Billy punched me."
Now, if you were my friend Susie and I ran up to you crying profusely and told you that someone had punched me, how would you respond? I would think you would say something like this.
"Oh my gosh, are you okay?"
Or maybe,
"Oh no. Let's go to the nurse and go tell a teacher."
or perhaps even,
"Oh, that Billy is a mean bully. He did a very bad thing."
right? This is what Susie really said that day.
"Oh my gosh. Well, what did you do to make him punch you?"
If Billy punched me in the face, it is not my fault. Even if I didn't duck, it is not my fault. Even if I didn't see it coming, it is not my fault. Even if I yelled at him for taking my frisbee, it is not my fault. Even if I made a mistake and wrongly accused Billy of taking my frisbee because really Susie had taken it and given it to him, it is still not my fault. Billy punched me in the face. That is not okay. Period. A person is responsible for their individual conduct. And when a person chooses to act in a violent, abusive, or otherwise harmful manner towards me, that behavior is not my fault. That person chose to cross a line, and I suffered for it. There is no reality where their actions, and therefore the harm that I suffered from those actions, were my fault. And it's really not helpful when people like Susie's first response to someone telling them that they have suffered harm at the hands of another person is to tell them, whether it's straightforward or otherwise implied, that the harm that they suffered at the hands of another person was their fault. Don't be like Susie. Hear survivors. Listen to the oppressed. Empathize with your fellow human being. Offer what help and support that you can, and stop shaming victims. That's all I have to say right now. Thank you for watching this, and until next time.